Linesville Lions. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please rise for the playing of our national anthem, followed by the LHS alma mater. The officials for tonight's ball game, the referee is Butch Smith, the umpire is Ed Peck, the linesman Glenn Lindemuse, the line judge Darren Hayes, and the back judge is Dick Zonke. The officials for tonight's contest are from the Erie County chapter. Representing the Lions, number 21, Jason Dietz, along with Ken York, Lenny McCullough, and Tim Valente. Representing the Sailors, number 17, Chris Clover, along with Rick Claypool, and also number 22, Dan Galatine. The Lions will be kicking off and defending the north goal. And now introducing the starting lineup for the Lakeview Sailors. At center for the Sailors, the senior, number 65, Rick Claypool. At guard, a senior, number 71, Jim Zimmer. At the other guard, a senior, number 79, Mike Carruthers. At tackle, a senior, number 75, George Hildebrand. At the other tackle, a senior, number 77, Clay Denneker. Tight end for the Sailors, a senior, number 34, Larry Gadsby. At split end, a junior, number 48, Brad Doyle. At quarterback, a senior, number 17, Chris Plover. At the running back, a senior, number 22, Dan Galatine. At the running back, a senior, number 88, Sean English. And rounding out the Sailor lineup, at fullback, a senior, number 26, Ryan McCartney. The Sailors are coached by Mr. Bernie Davis. And now introducing the FCVC defending champs and winner of 10 consecutive football games. At center, a junior, number 65, Chris Blair. At left guard, a senior, number 52, Ken York. At right guard, a senior, number 64, Trevor Oates. At left tackle, a senior, number 75, Mike Lips. At right tackle, a senior, number 61, Tim Valenci. At tight end, a senior, number 21, Jason Dietz. At split end, a senior, number 80, Eric Corey. Quarterbacking the Lions, a sophomore, number 10, Tim Crum. At slot back, a senior, number 88, Justin Corey. At the running back, a junior, number 84, Brian Potts. And finishing the Lions lineup at fullback, a senior, number 31, J.J. Potts. The Lions are coached by Mr. Dan McCauley in his 20th season of the Lions. Kicking off to the Lions, number 73, Jeremy Gear. And Gear's kick. Comes to number 48, Brad Doyle. And Doyle is immediately put down by Kenny York. So the Sailors start from their 19-yard line. Carrying the ball for the Sailors. Brings up a third down situation at about 9. The Sailors are led by senior quarterback Glover. Doyle split wide on the right side. Glover on the handoff up the middle to Galatine. And Galatine gets up to about the 24-yard line, brings up a punting situation for the Sailors. The Sailors in with 10 of their 11 starters being seniors. The Lions in with 9 starting seniors of their 11. Punting the ball will be Galatine. And Galatine gets the punt away, comes to Jason Dietz. And going to roll dead at the 39-yard line. Sean English downing that ball for the Sailors. So the Lions will take their first possession at the 39-yard line. Lions having won 10 consecutive SCVC games. Sophomore Tim Crum. And Crum gives off on the play. And the ball is given off to Brian Potts on the ball carrier with a gain of 3 yards on the play. 2nd down and 7. Chris Blair, the junior, up over the ball. Split wide on the right side. Jason Overdick. This time, ball goes to Justin Corey. Justin Corey picking up about 5 yards on the play. So it'll bring up 3rd down and a short 3. Lions have to get to the 49-yard line for a 1st down. And the ball carrier was brother J.J. Potts, who got very close to a 1st down. And we have timeout on the field, official timeout for a measurement.
It's close. Look. I don't know. Looking from here, it might be. You gotta look on the other side of this pole. Move the pole. Pull back in. They made it.
And the Lions come up with their first down of the night. So the Lions, in their first possession, pick up a 1st down. Overdick split wide on the left side. And a quick give-off goes to J.J. Potts. And J.J. Potts straight ahead about 6 or 7 yards. Gain of 6 yards on the play. We'll call it 2nd down and 4. J.J. Potts with 165 yards last week, running out of the backfield. Brian Potts and J.J. Potts in the backfield. And a give goes to Brian Potts. Brian Potts off the right side. Brian Potts still going. Brian Potts and goes. 44 yards for the first score. Brian Potts, a junior fullback for the Lions, 44 yards for the first score of the game with 7:53 remaining in quarter number 1. Lions will attempt a 2-point conversion. And Crum on a keeper does get into a 2-point conversion. goes sophomore quarterback, Tim Crum. After the fake handoff, goes in and scores the 2 points, and the Lions take the lead, 8-0. Gain of 1 yard by Galatine brings up 2nd down and 9. Doyle split wide on the left side. With the visiting score on the scoreboard, so disregard the numbers that keep coming up on the visitor side of the scoreboard. 3rd down. And Galatine, once again, the ball carrier, met by a host of Lions on the play. But he did pick up about 3 yards, brings up 4th down and about 7. And once again, punting will be Galatine. Comes up to Dietz. Dietz at the 45-yard line. And Jason Dietz gets down to the 35-yard line. In on the tackle, number 2, Mike Dye, a freshman for the Sailors. And we have timeout. And Lakeview has chosen to take their first timeout of the game. So with 5:23 remaining in quarter number 1, the Lions and the Sailors will take a timeout. Well, we have this timeout. Just a reminder that you may pick up Lions Spirit clothing, sponsored by the Student Council. Has a booth right by the entrance gate, by the ticket booth with a table. You can order Spirit clothing anytime during the game you're taking orders. Also, the band boosters will be selling 50-50 tickets until the end of the 3rd quarter. So you pick up your 50-50 ticket with the proceeds going to the band up until the end of the 3rd quarter. Also, we'd like to pass along to Pat McLaren, the assistant coach for the Lakeview Sailors, a happy birthday wish. For the Sailors, of course, is head coach Bernie Davis, his assistants Joe Sass, Pat McLaren, and Keith Miller. First down for the Lions. That's the 35-yard line. And the give goes to Brian Potts. And Brian Potts is off to 35 yards.
Right in the yard,
Brian Potts won 2 consecutive carries and scored touchdowns of 45 yards and 35 yards. 2 touchdowns and 80 yards in 2 carries for the big junior for the Lions, Brian Potts. Lions will attempt the 2-point conversion. J.J. Potts was the ball carrier. We had a penalty flag on the play. We have not had an indication yet as the penalty. It is a clip against the Lions, therefore negating any points after touchdown. So with 5:13 remaining in the first quarter, Lions on top by 14. Up the ball for the 4th time here in the first 6 minutes of the ball game. So we have Jim Humphrey deep, along with Brad Doyle, and the kick this time over Doyle's head in the end zone. So the Sailors will start from the 20-yard line.
It's running all the time. I can't shut it off. No.
Oh, no, that is a rule in high school. It's an automatic touchback.
So the Sailors, looking for their first down, start from the 20-yard line. And a pitch. And a loss of a couple yards on the play. Bring up 2nd down and 12. And Glover looking to pass the ball. Runs with the ball. And Glover gets back across the line of scrimmage and picks up about 5 yards on the... Tim Valente in on that stop for the Lions. So I'll bring up a 3rd down and about 6. Sailors have to get to the 30-yard line for their first down. Wide on the right side, and Doyle jumps the count, and will bring up a 5-yard penalty against the Sailors. First penalty of the night. So now it'll bring up 3rd down and 11. Sailors into tonight's ball game with a record of 1-1, having their opening win of the season against Union City, last week losing to the Maplewood Tigers. Doyle this time split on the left side. Glover. Look, Glover to the outside. And we'll draw a pass interference and a 1st down as Justin Corey got his feet wrapped up with Dan Galatine. So the Sailors will pick up their first down by way of the penalty. Brings the ball out to the 35-yard line. So the Sailors pick up their first down. Glover to Galatine on the outside, and Galatine's wide open. And Galatine from his own 35-yard line, a 65-yard touchdown run by Dan Galatine, the 6'1" senior, 220 pounds, 65 yards for the touchdown. So now the Sailors back into it, will attempt the 2-point conversion. And it's straight ahead and short. So with 3:15 remaining in the quarter number 1, the Lions 14 and the Sailors 6. The one that just scored the 65-yard touchdown run, will tee up the ball and kick it from his own 40-yard line. Deep to the Lions, Justin Corey along with Jason Deet. And Galatine kicks the ball to Deet. And Deet at the 20-yard line. Deet looking for a hole. Deet to the outside. Jason Deet cuts back. It is coming back, ladies and gentlemen. It's coming back as we got a clip. After he already went by, one of the Lions signaled for the clip at the 20-yard line. We'll bring it back. So illegal block will be charged against the Lions. And so it'll be marked back from that spot of the foul.
Hey, coach! Hey, put your headset on! Not allowed to do that. There's no blocking below the weight.
Jason Deet, who had returned that ball, was 10 yards ahead of the illegal block, but it will bring it back to the Lions with a first down at the 35-yard line. So the Lions will start at the Sailor 35-yard line.
Right there.
Crum. And J.J. Pott runs off some real estate off the right side of the line. And it looks like he may have picked up the first down. He did. So J.J. Pott on a nice counter move, and the Lions pick up only their second first down, as there has been 3 big running plays in this ball game here in quarter number 1. Potts brothers in the backfield behind Crum. Corey in the slot. And Bryan straight ahead. And in on that tackle, number 22, Galatine in there, taking that tackle. After a pickup of about 4 yards on the play, we'll call it 2nd down and 6. Second down and 6. Ball at the 20-yard line. And on the counter play, and the Lions have committed a turnover here as Brian Potts has given up the loose football. And so at the 15-yard line, Lakeview Sailors will once again be back on offense. Glover gets to Galatine. Galatine to the outside and drugged down by Crum in the backfield. As Tim Crum gets through to Galatine, the big running back, and a loss of a couple yards on the play. 2nd down and 12. Second down and 12. It's ball around the 13-yard line. And Glover back to pass. Glover, look! Almost throws it right into the arm of Tim Valensik. Jeremy Gear applying the pressure to Glover on the play, and Glover almost unloaded one into Tim Valensik's numbers. Brings up a 3rd down situation. 47 seconds remaining here in the first quarter, with 3 touchdowns already on the scoreboard. And the give goes to Galatine. And Galatine pulls ahead of the 15 up to about the 17-yard line. Brings up a punting situation, and Galatine does the punting. Dan Galatine, all-purpose player here for Coach Bernie Davis, will do the punting. And Galatine's punt. And is going to be down. That's the 39-yard line. So the Lions, once again, will start at the 39-yard line. Enjoying good field position all night. And that ends quarter number 1 with the Lions on top by a score of 14-6. 39. And a give goes to, and another fumble by Brian Potts.
Hold that ball.
And we'll have to see what the penalty is. We have a penalty flag down the field. But Brian Potts coughs up the ball his second time here. Hildebrand making that stop on the ball.
Yeah, your ball. They're going to give him the ball in there.
And we have a procedure charged against the Lions. It is declined, and so the Sailors have picked up another turnover on the Lions at the 44-yard line. Glover fires long and open is number 88, Sean English, but Glover's throw is overthrown. Stops the clock, brings up second down and 10. Second down and 10. Glover split wide on the right side. And Glover throws again deep. And triple coverage on English down the right-hand side. Check out Sean McNorton was the pass was attempted for Sean Norton. And triple coverage for the Lions on the play. Third down and 10. And there was movement on the line first, and then the Lions unload, so we'll pick up the laundry and it is going to be illegal procedure. Marked off against the Lakeview Sailors as there's movement on the right side. Bring up third down and 15. Third down and 15. Glover, look. Glover throws. And that's as he is being drugged to the ground, but the official saw that there was a player on the ground in front of him, so it just goes as an incomplete forward pass, brings up fourth down. Kenny York is the one that had Glover by the waist. So a punting situation, and Dan Galatine will try to punt from the 38-yard line. Corey, the short man, Dietz, the deep man. Glover line drive to Dietz. And Dietz making a look to move. James Slater in on that stop for the Sailors. So the Lions will start from about the 21-yard line. And J.J. Potts on the quick opener up the middle. And J.J. Potts picked up about 5 yards on the play. Tim Crum, the sophomore quarterback for the Lions. And Crum gives it to Brian Potts, and Brian Potts gets just across the 30-yard line, and looks like he'll be short on the first down. So it'll be third down and less than a yard. And now we have a timeout by the officials on the field for a measurement. While we get this break in the action, don't forget there's Spirit clothing that's available over at the gate. They'll take your orders.
I can't shut it off.
For shirts, sweatshirts, t-shirts, hats, whatever you can like to purchase.
If I pull the
And
battery,
the
it
hot
might shut
pizza has
itself off and
arrived
never
from
start
Pizza
again.
Joe's. So if you want a pizza break here in the second quarter,
No,
the
nothing
hot
shuts
pizza
it
has
off.
arrived from
About to
Pizza
pop the
Joe's.
battery.
Pizza, Leroy. Go get your pizza.
And it's available. Don't forget the band boosters will be selling 50/50s through the end of the third quarter. We'll call off the number during the third quarter. And the measurement by the officials shows the Lions are still short. They'll bring up third down and less than a yard. And Crum on the quick hitter goes to J.J. Potts for the first down. As J.J. Potts pulls ahead to the 35-yard line. The third first down for the Lions. All on running plays. The Lions yet to attempt a pass here in the first half. Jason Overday bringing in the play from 20-year head coach Dan McCullough. Overday split wide on the left side. Potts brothers in the backfield behind Crum. Give goes to Brian Potts off the right side. And Brian Potts only gets back to the line of scrimmage. They spot the ball, give about 2 yards on the play, so we'll call it second down and 8. Second down and 8 for the Lions. And Justin Corey. And Corey is thrown down at the 45-yard line by Brad Doyle. So they bring up a third down and about a yard as it's just short of the 45-yard line. And the Lions, and we have a penalty flag on the field against the Lions as it looks like another illegal block.
Two teams out there! Our team is for real! Justice! Lions are great! Our team is for real! Justice! Lions are great! Our team is for real! Justice!
15 yards being walked off. Illegal block against the Lions. Brings up a second down and about 16. And Crum. Look, Crum throws over the outstretched hands of Brian Potts. Brings up a third down situation. Crum, first pass attempt here in the ball game. Eric Corey bringing in the plays from Coach McCullough. Chris Blair, junior center, up over the ball. And head at the line of scrimmage is Brian Potts by Galatine. And Galatine throws Potts to the turf after a pickup of maybe a yard or two, so the Lions will punt for the first time tonight. called for at the 43-yard line. And so the Sailors, with their best field possession to start here in the second quarter, have the pigskin. First down for the Sailors at the 43. Straight handoff. Ryan McCartney straight ahead for about 9 yards. Brings up a second down and 1. Check that. They're going to bring in the chains for a measurement. Official timeout. So it's about 2 inches. Second down and about 2 inches to go for the Sailors as they cross midfield and are in Lions territory at the 47-yard line. Football, and the Lions on top of it as Kenny York dives on top of that loose ball as Dan Galatine just could not get the handle on the football. And so the Sailors come up with their first turnover of the ball game. Driven into the ground by McCartney. Gain of about 2 yards by Crump. Second down and 8. First handoff to J.J. Potts. And J.J. only picks up about another yard. Jim Zimmer in on that stop for the Sailors. So it brings up third down and about 6. Third down for the Lions. And Crump. And good defensive play in there by Brad Doyle as he broke up the pass intended for Jason Deet. Punting situation as Justin Corey stands at the 45-yard line. And Corey gets away a high snap. Fair catch at the 21-yard line. So the Sailors pin back at the 22-yard line. 5:13 remaining here in half number 1. Lions on top by 8. back for the Sailors. And Clover gives to Galatine. Galatine. And Galatine struggles to get about a yard on the play. Ken York in here on that stop, along with J.J. Potts. 2nd down and 9. Mike Carruthers, the center, up over that big skin for the Sailors. And straight pass over the middle. Brad Doyle with the quick over the middle and close to a first down. And a first down is given to the Sailors, this time their first by way of the pass. Second first down for the Sailors. Lions in with 3. Full house backfield behind Clover. And a give. And McCartney. And McCartney peels off 11 yards. And another first down. And with 3:57 remaining here in the first half, the Lions decide to take a defensive timeout. Remaining in the first half. Sailors on the move. Sailors at their own 44-yard line. And a give goes to Galatine. Galatine picks up a couple of yards on the play. 2nd down and about 8. Three and a half minutes remaining in the first half. And now we have official timeout for some equipment alignment. And we had Jim Zimmer with a helmet replacement, and we're ready to go. 2nd down and 8. Big Norton, wide on the right side. And Glover throws! And incomplete as it's thrown over the intended receiver, Sean Big Norton. Kenny York from the blind side. As Ken York, especially running down the passer from the blind side, brings Glover down and brings up a punting situation for Dan Galatine. Galatine standing at his own 35-yard line. Galatine, punt, and Jason beats, and brings it back to the 34-yard line. James Slater in on that stop for head coach Bernie Davis. Goes to Brian Potts, and Brian Potts fights his way across the 40-yard line. And we have Brian Potts has a nice bit of running for the Lion halfback.
The wind knocked out of him.
And Brian Potts.
Maybe was.
And now Brian Potts being helped off the field. Okay, the Lions have a second down and about 2. And J.J. Potts struck back on the play, got just to the line of scrimmage, so bring up a third down. And about 2. George Hildebrand making a stop for the Sailors. Third down and 2. And a quick opener And the penalty flag comes flying in, which will probably be a face mask. And it is a face mask, so first down yardage coming up for the Lions. As J.J. Potts spun around trying to pick up that first down. And the Sailor was flagged for the infraction. 15 yards marked off against the Sailors down to the 44-yard line. Face mask charged against the Sailors. Seconds remaining in the half. And Crum. And Tim Crum carries the football and then calls a quick timeout. Lions have one timeout remaining, 38 seconds. As the Lions are faced with a second down and 8. The ball is at the 43-yard line. The Lions, 38 seconds remaining in the half. And Crum, all day, Crum throws deep. Eric Corey was the intended receiver down at the 8-yard line. But triple coverage by the Sailors. Reach back and broke up the throw, bring up third down with 30 seconds remaining. Third down for the Lions. And a reverse. And the officials are marking the ball dead at the 35-yard line. And the Lions call a timeout once again, bring up fourth down at about a yard. But more importantly, 18 ticks on the clock remain in the first half. That was Adam Brown on the reverse, carrying the football. Brown's first carry of the night, 5'9" sophomore, into the lineup, replacing Brian Potts. So the Lions using up their final timeout here in the first half. Lions need to pick up a yard for the first down and maintain possession of the football. Up the screen. And Jason Overdick who could not break loose, picked up the first down, but the 9 seconds remaining here as they move the chains up. And we had movement on the Lion line, so they'll stop the clock, bring up a 5-yard penalty with 5 seconds remaining. And that ends the first half. As the teams head to the locker room, the Lions on top by a score of 14-6. Don't forget, Pizza Joe's Pizza is available at the concession stand at halftime. We hope you enjoy the halftime displays.
It is Lakeview.
Parade. We need as many people from Linesville in the judging area to make a lot of noise. See you tomorrow at 10.
Get her working.
Gain of 1 by Galatine, second down and 9 from the 19-yard line. Glover over the middle and caught. And in for a touchdown. Brad Doyle, 19-yard pass play on the slant end. Doyle breaking 2 tackles and goes in for the touchdown. Attempt a 2-point conversion. Down by a score of 27-12. Glover to pass. Throws. Complete but short. And so with 3:16 remaining in the third quarter, timeout on the field, the Lions 27 and the Lakeview Sailors 12. If you want to take out your 50-50 band booster number, the last 3 digits for the 50-50 is 425. The last 3 digits, 425. The 50-50 for $112. Number 425. If you would report to the booth, the band boosters will be awarding the $112. Once again, the ticket number 425. Check your numbers. 2 weeks ago, no one came to claim the $88. .425 as Dan Galatine prepares to kick off. And Galatine heads out of bounds and goes out of bounds. And that will draw the penalty flag. Captain Ken York talking to the official. And I believe they're going to kick it again. There isn't a choice on that particular penalty anymore. And the ball is put on the 35-yard line, so they are going to accept the penalty at the 35-yard line. So the Lions will start first down. Tim Crum, the sophomore quarterback for the Lions, in his second full game as quarterback, replacing the injured Lenny McCullough. And a gift goes to Justin Corey, who gets back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Second down and 10. On the power drive straight up the middle. And Potts picks up about 8 yards on the play, maybe 9. 8-yard gain by J.J. Potts, the big power fullback. And he goes ahead, brings up a second down and 3. Winner has been announced. I believe it's someone from Lakeview has picked up the $112. Lions come up short, so we have fourth down and about a foot. So Justin Corey, who does the punting. Corey gets a good one away. And fumble! And recovered it, I believe. As Doyle fumbled that ball, but immediately jumped on top of it. And so the Sailors will start from their own 30-yard line. 31-yard line, they'll mark it. 1:19 remaining here in the third quarter. Lions on top by 15. Glover back to pass. Glover throws and knocked away by Justin Corey. Sean English was the intended pass receiver on that play. Stops the clock with 52 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Brings up second down and 10. Second down and 10. Glover to pass. And Glover. And free ball, double penalty, as I believe there was a clip against a Sailor who was trying to protect his quarterback on the play. And it is a clip against the Sailors as Jeremy Gear was in hot pursuit. And Gear got clipped from the backside as the Sailors tried to protect the quarterback on the play. is going to take it clear down to the 10-yard line. And they're stepping it back out to the 11. So the Sailors, with second down and a taxi ride, need about 21 yards. Second down and 21 for the Sailors. 31 yards. And Galatine is trying to get some yardage, makes it to the 15-yard line. So the ball is sitting at the 16-yard line. About 25 yards to go. Third down and 25. And a pitch. English is the ball carrier to end the quarter at the 20-yard line where they'll mark it. So the teams will head downfield as we head into quarter number 4. Lions on top by 15.
George Howard.
At the 45-yard line. So the Lions will start from their own 45-yard line. The Lions will go on the road the next 2 Friday nights as they travel to Sagertown and take on the Panthers. Next Friday night, travel to Union City 2 weeks from tonight and return home 3 weeks from tonight for homecoming against the Maplewood Tigers. As it becomes crunch time, the Lions, 2 games in, will be Maplewood and Cambridge Springs. And a give goes to Adam Brown. Adam Brown slicing to the 49-yard line. Keith Bailey making that stop on the sophomore speedster. Second down and 7 as they mark Brown's progress of 3 yards. Ball sitting at the Lions' own 49-yard line. And a give once again to Brown, and Brown dives for the first yard marker. And it's going to be about a half a yard short. So I'll bring up third down and less than a yard. Adam Brown, of course, replacing Brian Potts, who was injured in that first half, has not returned to the bench here in the second half. Crum gives the ball to Brown. Brown gets the first down, and Gang tackled by Galatine along with McCartney. But the Lions pick up by the rush a first down as we approach the 10-minute mark. The Sailors will play host next week to the Cambridge Springs Blue Devils. As the schedule falls this year, everyone playing the Lions follows up with Cambridge Springs. Crum on a reverse. It's Justin Corey to the outside. Corey gets all the way to the 20-yard line. As on the quick handoff, Brown cuts right and gives it to Justin Corey on the reverse. And Corey finds the gap and races all the way down the field to around the 20-yard line. 22-yard pickup by Justin Corey, the senior slot back. And Crum on the pitch. And the pitch read perfectly as Adam Brown is taken down by the neck by Sean English on the play. Brings up second down. And JJ punts on a quick over down the middle. And we'll see where they spot the ball down around the 15-yard line. Just inside the 15-yard line, bring up third down and about 4. And Crum back to pass. Crum looks, fires! Caught by Justin Corey. As the sophomore quarterback, Tim Crum engineers the Lions down the field and complete the drive with a 15-yard touchdown to Justin Corey. Jeremy Gear now attempting his second point after touchdown. And he's kicked straight up and through. So with 8:26 remaining in the ball game, the Lions 34 and the Lakeview Sailors 12. Ball off again, and it goes to Jim Humphrey. Humphrey in the middle, and Humphrey meets right at Warren Love. Nails Humphrey at about the 30-yard line. So the Sailors going offense from their own 30-yard line. A reminder that the 7th and 8th grade team will play tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock here with the Lakeview Sailors. Admission free, so come on over at 10 o'clock in the morning. That's also the time of the parade, so good luck parking. But there will be a football game tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. McCartney, the ball carrier on the right side. And a loss of 1 yard on the play. Brings up second down and 11. course, the Lions JV Ball Club will be traveling to Lakeview, to Sailorland and Stoneboro on Monday night for a 4 o'clock contest, rounding out the series. Glover, back to pass. Glover being chased. And Glover! J.J. Potts, I believe. An outstanding catch by J.J. Potts. As Jeremy Gear had one hand on Glover and may have created that turnover for the Sailors. So the Lions go to work at the Sailor 26-yard line. Corey split wide on the right side. Brown and Potts in the back. And a give. Goes to Justin Corey. Justin Corey dives to about the 10-yard line. Should be a first down. As the Sailors were pulled on that play, and Justin Corey found himself with a gaping hole and ran off 10 yards down to about the 11-yard line. So it appears that the Lions can pick up a first down on about the 1-yard line. Overdick, split wide on the right side. And Crump throwing wide open. It's Jason Beach. And everybody in the ballpark thought Brian Crump was going to run with the football. And at the last second, unloaded as two Lions were standing wide open in the end zone. Tim Crump to Jason Deep. The sophomore quarterback, an outstanding bit of illusion on that play, and Gears kick his blocks once again. So 6:21 remaining in the ball game, and the Lions 40 and the Sailors 12. Don't forget all the activities of Ducks Unlimited this weekend. Of course, 10 o'clock tomorrow morning will be the big waterfowl parade. In downtown Linesville. Sailors return home next Friday night and take on the Cambridge Springs Blue Devils. While the Lions go on the road the next 2 Friday nights to Sagertown, followed by Union City. Gear prepared to kick off from the 40. Jeremy Gear, the junior, kicks the ball to Doyle. And Doyle cuts back across the green, ahead of steam, and a rolling tackle on the play by Sandy Stetson. As a real bit of fortune for the Lions that Sandy Stetson was in the right place as Brad Doyle had up a full head of steam in open field. And Stetson rolled under his feet to bring him down. First down for the Sailors from the 42-yard line. Galatine bowls his way to near midfield up to about the 49-yard line. Lions trying to pick up their 13th consecutive SCVC victory. Going 8-0 in the 92-93 season and 3-0 here in 93-94. And the give goes to Sean McNorton, and McNorton picks up the first down. And a pitch out. Goes to Sean English, and English picks up about 11 yards on the play. Should be another first down as a nice bit of running by English on the play. So the sticks will be moved up to the 34-yard line. And 2 consecutive first downs here by the Sailors. As we're nearing the end of the ball game here, the boosters would ask for as much help as possible here, cleaning up the field. And English once again trying to turn the corner. And English is finally brought down, but not before English picks up another first down. As the Sailors have put together 3 back-to-back first downs. So at first down at the Lions 22. And a pitch goes to Humphrey. And Humphrey is hit low by Kenny York along with Gillette. Gillette and York in on that tackle after a gain of 3 yards on the play. Second down and 7. 3.5 minutes remaining in the contest. And Galatine finally knocked out of bounds inside the 10. And another first down. So it'll be first and goal from the 10-yard line as the Sailors here put together 4 first downs. And their most consistent drive of the night. Full house backfield behind Glover. Galatine trying to turn the corner. And Galatine picks up 4 or 5 yards on the play. The officials spotted just outside the 5-yard line. So it'll be second and goal at the 5. 3 minutes remaining in the ball game. And on a counter play, and a loose ball as he was wrapped up from behind, and the Lions picked up Justin Corey. Came up with that loose football. Justin Corey comes up with a loose football. So the Lions at their own 7-yard line. If you can spare 10 or 15 minutes at the close of the game, the boosters would appreciate anyone that could stick around and help close up the line.
You're supposed to know these things.
Reminder, the Lions will not return home until 3 weeks from tonight when they have a big contest against the Maplewood Tigers, and that will be homecoming 1993. 2-yard line. Will bring up 3rd down. Minute and a half remaining in the ball game. 3rd down and 1. By J.J. Potts. And that should about wrap it up with 1 minute remaining. And a 1st down for the Lions. 55 yards on that play, 103 yards on the night for J.J. Potts. And last week at 165 yards, comes back with 105 today. And the pitch goes to Adam Brown. And Adam Brown coughs it up, and on top of the football, number 88, Sean English for the Sailors. So the Sailors go to offense here with 34 seconds to go. Glover gives off to Galentine. Galentine straight ahead for about 8 or 9 yards on the play, and that shouldn't be the final play of the ball game. We wish the Sailors good luck against the Cambridge Springs Blue Devils next week. And we also wish the Lions luck as they travel to Sagertown to take on the Panthers.